Hey, what's up, guys? This video is about her weight loss journey. Okay, so you're with this lady, and this is very common. She's an overweight woman. All right. Now, this is what it is, man. So normally what happens is when you date a woman who's not physically put together, she already pretty much accepted her life, right? Like they not all, but a lot of big girls tend to have low self-esteem. You know, they're easy to get with, and some do come off desperate. You know, they'll just really try their hardest to get attention from you, and they really, you know, they'll try to get you to date them and stuff like that. So if you were to get with a big woman, and all of a sudden she decides that she wants to lose weight, that's a red flag. Now I know what you're thinking, like, hey man, what you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense. I'm gonna tell you right now, it makes sense. Prime example is the reason why she wants to lose weight is not for you, which is not a problem. It's not for herself. She's doing it because she wants male attention. Now, when she gets with you, she thinks, like I said, not all of them, most of them, she thinks that she's settled and she can do better. So a lot of times when I see women that just out of nowhere just wants to start losing weight, they want to hit the streets. That's the thing about a fat woman. Like, they, for the most part, they never had male attention. They may have some, but they never had male attention on the scale of their peers. You know, a friend or a sister or a relative who's the exact opposite of her as far as build. So they're curious. They want to see what it's like on the other side of that fence. So I have an example. I was messing around with this lady years ago. And she, you know, we was hanging out. She said, hey, you know, you want to go to the gym with me sometime? Like, cool. So start going to the gym with her every now and then and stuff. So one day she was telling me about a friend, how a friend, you know, she's a big girl, and she wanted her to come in the gym and, you know, just get a membership. So she came one day and met a nice lady, nice, sweet lady. You know, it's hard to find nowadays. So she worked at a school. She probably still does, I don't know. But her friend was like, yeah, get a gym. So I encouraged her to get one. Like, yeah, get a, you know, membership, this and that. You know, that way you can have something to do after work. You know, you want to get your health in check. So she got a membership, and then come to find out later, I don't know if it was her or her husband, but her husband came also wanted to get a gym membership. So, you know, same like her, big guy. And I kind of noticed how she started to act funny. When he came to the gym that day to check it out, she started to act funny. I'm like, what's going on? Like, you know. So, you see stuff, but you really don't pay attention. You just kind of see it, and then you just like, all right, whatever. But that's what happened. So she was uncomfortable. She's like, oh, and then after he left, she's like, oh, you know, I wanted to come to the gym because I want like a peace of mind. I don't want to, you know, I just want my own little world outside the home. And I'm like, okay, you know, and again, never really thought nothing of it and just went about a day. So anyway, remember, she was, you know, shy woman, very quiet, you know, fit. She wasn't fit. She was feminine and friendly. So as time went on, me and the girl, you know, we fell off or whatever. And, but we still had each other accounts or whatever like that. So I noticed a friend, she had posted a video, and she was the exact opposite. Like, that was probably like a year ago later at that time. And she posted a video. She was like the complete opposite of what she was when I first met her. She was, you know, quiet, really shy. She was loud and this and that. And she lost some weight. She, you know, she never just really got it in check, but she lost enough weight to where guys would give her attention. And I'm like, this ain't the same lady I met before. So of course, her friend, she gets around. She encouraged her to do the same. And then that's what she did. So I think she got a divorce or something. I don't know what's going on in her relationship. I never talked to her after those couple of times I met her at the gym. So she did a 180. And that's what happens when women start to lose weight. They're not doing it for their husband, their boyfriend. They're doing it because they want attention. That's why it's so important to keep, you know, single women are single for a reason. All they do is encourage married women like herself to not be single. And there was times where I would be hanging out with her, and then she'll have a quiet friend, like the fat girl I was telling you about earlier, and then she was trying to encourage her to, oh girl, live it up, you still young, date, sleep around, this and that. I'm listening, I'm like, she really saying this on the phone. Me, I don't care. I'm just, I'm bending over, you know how they go. So I'm just listening. I'm like, wow. So it's women actually out there that's encouraging women to destroy their relationship. So again, like time went on, then I started seeing, she started posting videos. She was real loud and this and that, and then she just, she just developed a whole personality. So it's sad to see that. But guys, if your woman ups out of nowhere one day decides, you know what, I want to go to the gym, she's getting ready to leave you. Now, whether she leave you or not, she's gonna start cheating on you. It's endless amounts of stories of women going. First of all, if she's going to the gym consistently, and you don't see any physical change about it, she just going there just to hook up with random guys. That's just what it is. And especially if they get a trainer. Normally they'll do that. They're watching these movies, they reading these books about these fantasies or whatever. So if they get a trainer automatically, it's like, all right, it's a high chance, and it's a 95% chance that something's going to happen between her and that trainer. Ask me how I know. So it's always something, especially nowadays, because you don't need a trainer. You can just get on your phone, and it's an unlimited amount of videos online. I don't understand why these women go to the gym. Most of them don't do shit, but the ones who do, they look confused. Like, bro, like, get on your phone, the same phone you was on 6 hours ago before you came here. You know what I mean? It's like you got all this free information, so you don't need a trainer per se. You got the fitness, the workout plans, you got the food plans, the prep and everything like that. Everything is on your phone for free. So it's like for you to say, oh, I need a trainer, it's like actually you don't. You know what I mean? You got all this information online. So it's just what it is, guys. There's so many of these women that's in that position, and for some reason, all the ones on Instagram, all of them are single. It's like, why every time y'all women get in shape, y'all single all of a sudden? You had a husband, 3 kids, a dog, and a bird. What happened to them? You know what I mean? They just stopped. They posting they regular life when it was fat. Nobody wanted them, and as soon as they lose weight, they stop posting that stuff. It's like they just abandoned their family. It happens so much. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you're watching this video, you're gonna be upset. You know what I mean, for the most part, but some guys, they know what we just built different, right? So you're either gonna take this advice and you're gonna pay attention to how she moves and then you're gonna adjust accordingly, or you're gonna be one of them guys who's gonna be crying and try to beg her this and that. The worst thing you can do, and not saying not support her, is go to the gym with her and then like y'all work out together. They gotta understand, like, you can't be around each other 24/7. Now, if you're one of them guys like, oh, I want no guy trying to hit on her, this and that. At the end of the day, bro, it don't matter what you do. She either gonna get down with the guy or not, whether you're with her or whether you're not. You can't be in her back pocket 24/7 trying to protect her from other guys that wanna talk to her. That's just what that is. So, anyway. Yeah. So that's just what it is, guys. You can't be around 24. So when I see them guys that go to the gym with that girl, I can tell that they're there for her only because they're nervous. They're never focused on working out. And me personally, I'm not gonna I'll go work out, because I did before. I go work out with a woman, sometimes, you know what I mean? But if I'm not like an actual a coach, a personal coach, I'm not gonna be there every single time to work out. What it's like, bro, like, go work out when you work. I'm gonna do the same or whatever. You know what I mean? We can work out sometimes, but because we not working out on the same, for the same goals. I'm building strength. You know what I mean? I got these high reps, all that stuff like that. Women are not gonna work out like a man. You know what I mean? They're not gonna work out. If you're really going in there for real, they'll do so much, right? So it's nothing wrong with it, but the way I train. The way I train is not gonna work. You know what I mean? I'll work out with you sometimes, but if you go in there to just protect your girl, it's not gonna work, man, because they're gonna do what they wanna do whether you're around them or not. So normally when they go in there and say, oh, I wanna start working out, and they get them a male trainer, because remember, there's female trainers out there. So bring that up as well. If that comes up, say, okay, well, is it a male or a female? Oh, it's a male trainer. Well, they do have a female trainer, so let's get a female trainer. If she makes a fuss about that, then you already know it's time to pack her bags. So don't be naive, guys. Be like, oh, she's working out for me. Nah, you've been with her for 8 years. She been fat before you met her. She been fat while you with her. She gonna be fat after. So that's the thing too. It's like, don't think because all of a sudden if she really, listen, man, if she really wanted to get in shape, she would have did that before you even met her. Now, unless you met her at 12 years old and she just, I don't know. But if she really wanted to get in shape, for herself, she would have been did that before you met her. It's not like, especially if she's older, like after 26, their bodies start to fall apart. I'm just telling you what it is, man, because they don't take care of themselves how they should. Yeah, so that's the thing. If she really wanted to get in shape, she would have did it before you met her. Like I said, after 26, their bodies start to fall apart because they don't take care of it. It's just they have the high metabolism that keeps everything together in the meantime. But it's gonna go away. Something's gonna start falling apart at some point in time in their life. This is what they know that. That's why instead of them just keeping up with their body, they do all this stuff, the body wraps and all this, all these procedures they do and stuff like that. That's what they do. Instead of them just being responsible and taking care of themselves. So you guys in your mid-30s, that woman been fat all up until then, and all of a sudden she wants to start working out. And you've been with her for like 10 years. It's like, okay, well, why you want to lose weight now? Because you got to look at it from the other side. I don't think like, oh yeah, she's losing weight why are you doing it now? I've been with you for 10 years. You've been fat as long as I've known you. So why you want to lose weight now? That's what it is. You got caught up in all the phone and all the social media, and she want to taste their lifestyle. So she's going to lose weight. She's either going to dump you right when she start getting attention, or she going to stay with you and start cheating on you, then she'll leave you. That's normally how they operate. So, or if not, they'll just cheat on you while they with you. So, and a lot of times, I'm telling you guys the truth. A lot of people get intimidated when they see their spouse start to change for the better, men and women. So don't think that you're the only person that's going through these kind of things. Now, I've been through that too, man. But nowadays, as I got older, I realize it is what it is. They're gonna leave you no matter what you do, how you treat them, what you get for them or whatever like that. How much you make them laugh, it don't matter. It's just, you can never, that's why I tell you guys, don't ever put all your eggs in one basket when it comes down to a woman, man. No, never put her first. Because you're going to put all this money, all this time, all this energy into it, and then she end up leaving you and taking all your stuff. And now, you're down bad. So just keep that in mind, guys. But whenever you hear a woman all of a sudden say she want to start working out of nowhere, red flag. Because if that wasn't the case, she would already been, you know what I'm saying, right? She would already been in shape before you met her. She would have already been in shape before I met her. That's why when you were a big girl, she gonna look at you, okay, no matter how you look or whatever, how much money you got, she gonna look at you like she's settled because she has low self-esteem because of her size. So listen, it's gonna look good at the beginning. She gonna be all happy, calling you every day, you know what I mean, let you bend over on the regular. But when that settles, she gonna look at you like, her last option. No matter how good you look or what you do for a living, this is what it is. This is how they think. They have low self-esteem in themselves, and they're not appreciating what they have. So that's why they've been single and alone for so long. And then you came around. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna change her for the good. I'm gonna uplift her. Like, nah, man, keep her where she at. She needs to be already like that already. She never been through nothing in life to where, that made her that way. Like, nobody told her to be fat. She did that on her own. That's why it's so important. When I see you guys out there like, oh, she cute and, I date her because she pretty or this because she fat or you probably dating her because, security purposes. Like, nah, bro, fat girls, ugly girls, tall, short, one leg, all them kind of women will cheat on you. So stop coming at these women because they down bad, that they really gonna appreciate you. It may come off like that at the beginning, but as they get used to you, nah, they gonna look at you like a sucker. This is what it is. So it's so important. Like, okay, if you go to the gym 5 days a week, you in shape, you eat right, you take care of yourself, you drinking clean water, not faucet water, you know what I mean? And you got great hair care routines. Why would you date a woman who doesn't do that for herself? You know, she wear a wig all day. She doesn't go to the gym. All she knows is McDonald's and Jack in the Box. You know what I mean? She drinks soda all day. Why would you even, but I see a lot of you guys do that because you're desperate. Because you want something easy. Like, oh, I don't want to compete. Same way with the women. Same way. That's why the women, when they start seeing their guys change for the better, they start trying to break that up because they know as you start to change yourself for the better, you're going to start getting more options. They don't want that. That's why they try to shame you and why you always going to the gym, come hang out with me and this and that, you cheating on me, this and that. I'm not cheating on you now, you know what I mean? But at some point in time, if I get a better option, that's what's going to happen. Now, some of you guys do that because you just don't have the confidence. Not saying you should cheat, that's always a bad thing, but a lot of you guys just, you may look good on the outside, but on the inside, you weak. There's no way in hell, okay, if I'm a stallion, if I'm a full-blooded thoroughbred, why the hell am I hanging out with sheep? I'm gonna hang out with my peers, people like, horses like me. You over here hanging out with the bottom of the barrel. You get a fit. I'm just telling you guys what it is. Cause the women, they talk about you way worse. I'm just telling you what it is. If you on that high scale, why are you dating somebody beneath you like that? And a lot of times guys do that. Women do it too because they want that control. That's why I see a lot of you guys that's in shape and, you know, men's fitness magazines. You over here dating a raggedy big bitch. It's like, what the hell was you doing that for control? Because you know if you get you a pretty girl, a girl that's actually in shape, take care of herself, she's hard to control. You can't control her. So that's why a lot of you guys that's in shape date you the raggediest, fattest chick you can find because you know she's gonna pander to your commands. She's gonna, follow you in your footsteps. And I understand that if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But I'm not going to the gym, putting out thousands of hours, years of my life into sculpting a better body just to hang out with Taquisha. She over there eating Cheetos and Taco Bell all day. It doesn't make any sense, but I understand now because a lot of you guys do that. Not only because some of you have low self-esteem, but also it's a control thing. You want to be in control 100%. You want a woman to do what you tell her to do. I get it. But for the guys who just living their life with their fat girlfriend and then all of a sudden she decided to start losing weight, you in trouble, Playboy. You are in trouble. So keep that in mind, man. And then remember, because they always want to get trainers, if when she brings that up, tell her, say, okay, well, you know they got women trainers, get a woman trainer. That way you guys keep it professional. If she's going against you on that, she already exposed herself. So she's trying to get with a trainer, sleep with them, and then lose like 3 pounds, and then let 10 other guys at the gym run through her, and then she gonna come back to you all sad and looking for empathy and stuff like that. So don't be that guy. Personally, if she's not already losing weight when you met her, and all of a sudden she wants to lose weight like later on in your relationship, go ahead and get rid of her. This is what it is, man. Like the prime example with the lady who worked at the school, she's a little quiet, little cute little girl, and all of a sudden she lost a couple pounds, and now she out there just like a homegirl getting ran through. So giving you guys great advice. Take heed to this video. If you have any stories, any suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm out.